Hi guys, this is my first live in a long time. I'll wait a few minutes. I guess people are going to be notified, whatever. No, I'm just going to start. Sorry about the lighting and a little bit of a wreck here. But I just got up from a long nap, so that's a good thing. Why I'm here today is to start a journey, to share a journey with you. Many of you have known since the summertime was pretty rough. Dad died and you were there for me. I appreciate it. And it was a kind of an interesting summer. Little illnesses here and there, but I kind of got hit with a few things all at once, say in the last month or so, I guess from the end of August to the end of September. And I don't want to go into a bunch of health issues. There's some diabetes going on, etc., etc. But the main thing is that I had a mammogram. And 2 weeks ago tomorrow, I received word that I have breast cancer. And I'm pretty private. I don't like sharing things like that. I like to be quiet, take care of what I need to take care of, and then go forward, right? But there's a reason why I have this and that I'm familiar with Facebook Lives and social media, and I want to share this with you because I put off getting a mammogram for several years and I didn't take care of myself the way I should have. So, number one, get your mammograms. It's interesting that it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I'm not telling you what treatment to do or anything like that. Just find out. Make sure you're okay. Keep an eye on yourself. Do your self-exams. Men, you too. You too, you can get breast cancer, guys. Okay, I have a friend who had a tumor, a little lump removed from his breast. It was the first time I ever heard that men could, why not, right? But make sure you check yourselves. It's been a whirlwind, and that's why I've been very quiet on social media. You've seen me just sharing, and I've been all over the place. Luckily, I was at an event for the supplements that I'm using over the weekend. It was wonderful to see some very, very good friends. Becky, Damien, Valerie, thank you guys. Brad, thank you for being there. Corey and Bonnie, thanks for being there. Stella, Alana, Nate, thank you guys. And it was very special. I met a very special friend for the first time in years, face to face, which was very, very, meant the world to me. Heartfelt hugs. You know who you are, Bella. So I'm going to try to do my best to check in with you every day. It's been a whirlwind. You find out, my doctor called. First of all, so I did the mammogram, and I want you to know what you may face if you find out that you have it. I should have, I'm sorry, I'm going to touch the screen there. Okay. I got the mammogram, and then of course you get the call back and they're saying, you need to come back in. You know, it was a little dense, a little foggy, whatever. Just want to double check it. And I've had this issue before, so it's okay, no problem. And then when you go in, you have your second mammogram, and in this wonderful place, everybody was wonderful. But you go in and you say, okay, if the doctor's going to read your mammogram, and if he feels, we're going to do an ultrasound right here, you won't have to change, you won't have to come back, which I like. I liked it. It was all good. And then afterwards, he came into the room, and then he showed me, the little thing. I'm going to call it a thing. I don't want to give it life. But I have to tell you, for all you space geeks out there like me, your astronomy geeks, if you look at the Horsehead Nebula and you cut off the nose of the Horsehead Nebula, that's what it looks like. And when I saw it, I knew, I'm sorry I'm shaking, I knew it just didn't belong to me. Well, we'll call it that. We'll say it didn't belong to me. So, of course you're waiting tooth and nail to get the results back. And then my doctor was wonderful, and she called me and she asked if I was sitting down, which, you never want to hear that. You never want to hear, are you sitting down, from your doctor. Usually it's like, hey Jen, everything's great, you're fabulous, see you next year. And it wasn't like that this time. She asked if I was sitting down, and then she very gently, very kindly said that they found some cancerous cells. And the next thing I know, I'm getting a phone call, and she had already set up a meeting with a surgeon and a breast specialist, which was wonderful. I have a great team, but it happened so quickly. This was Thursday. I didn't process it at all weekend, and I was supposed to see the specialist on Tuesday, and they moved it to Monday afternoon. And a good friend took me. By all means, when you go in, have someone to go with you, because you're not going to remember a thing. It's going to be like listening to the teacher and Charlie Brown. You're going to be looking at them, and you're going to look like you're present, and you're just going to be hearing whack, 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 whack. You're not going to grab it. You're so not going to grab it. So she scheduled an appointment the very next morning. So this is in the afternoon. Then the very next morning, she scheduled an appointment with the team. So I met my oncologist. There's just one member of the team I didn't meet. So you get a team. You get, it's Jenny's team now. But that Monday afternoon appointment was very surreal. I walked away with a pink breast cancer bag, because now I have breast cancer. And I had a very good friend who lost both of her breasts and lymph nodes, and it just wasn't real. It just wasn't real. And there was a nice little goodie bag, a little notepad, chapsticks, little things, a nice pillow with a pink heart and all of that. And I wasn't ready to see that at all. I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim. And it was a big blur. So then Tuesday morning, this is last Tuesday morning, went in, met the team, and again, don't know what was going on. And this is pretty funny. You guys will laugh. So I sit down and I put my head back and, of course, bang my head on the sharps container. For those of you who don't know what a sharps container is, it's, where they put the used needles, right? They break off the syringes and things, the little points. And so sat down and kaboom. It was kind of goofy. We had the loudest room at the end of the hallway there. It was the fun room, right? Like being in the back of the bus. So the doctor that I had met previously, Dr. Wiggins, she's fabulous, and she asked me if I remembered anything from the day before, and I said no, I hadn't processed a thing. And so she just took a deep breath, calmly spoke, and went through the whole thing all over again. And I grasped part of it, but bits and pieces. Basically, these are your options, and due to family history, she recommended genetic testing, which I know some women now with the cancer gene, or several genes there are. I learned today. I spent several hours this morning. It's been a whirlwind with tests and different things and other health issues going on. I'm having 2 teeth removed tomorrow, and that got pushed ahead too, which I'm grateful for, because I've been trying to, you might know I've had some abscess pain all summer long. It's been horrible. So everything's moving along at a whirlwind, and things change sometimes from day to day. So they originally scheduled the surgery for next Friday, the 13th, but it was changed to Wednesday, the 11th, which, believe it or not, threw me as well. I was like, there's less time to do what I need to get done to make sure everything's in order. And I'm not preparing to die or anything. It should be a very simple surgery, in and out, not a big deal. But I just feel in my head, I need people I need to take care of, clients, readings, things I need to get done, because I don't know what's going to be happening. So, but I have to tell you, every day there's been some sort of test. Yesterday was bone density. Today, again, the genetics. Tomorrow, the teeth removed. So I'm tired. I'm already tired, and I haven't done anything yet. And it is, a friend of mine checked in with me just a little while ago, and she asked how I was feeling, and I told her that I hadn't cried yet. And not that, again, I need to cry, but there's a lot to process. What have my emotions been like to bring me to this point, besides not having my mammogram? And was it larger, and because I didn't go for my mammogram, did it shrink? Is that possible? I don't know. I know the supplements I'm taking, I feel very positive about. And I feel that you know what, guys, so I'm not very good at Facebook Lives. So if you're writing and commenting, thank you. And I will, Gina, I just saw you. I guess I'm going to get the hang of this. Thank you, Gina. I appreciate it. I just want everybody to go get a mammogram if you're old enough to get a mammogram. Go. Don't let yourself go. Okay? Just don't let yourself go. I'm actually going to download this and then upload this to YouTube because I want everyone to share this. I want everyone to know this because it is something, if you catch it early enough, it's a piece of cake. It should be. And luckily for me, I feel like it's early enough. And they've said, you know, it is. It's early. It's not huge. You know, if it had to happen, this was the best way it could have happened. Which that's another thing if they tell you. And you go for your ultrasound, they're like, oh, if it is anything, it's the best it could be. I mean, they don't really know what it is, but it's like, kind of makes you think. I'm trying to keep my humor through this, and it is a little crazy. It is a little crazy. I haven't really had a good night's sleep since then, obviously. And I had a lumpectomy years ago, and what gives me butterflies more than anything is just the procedure again. It's not a big deal, but for me, I don't want to go through it again. But I'd rather go through it again than not be around and let this get out of control. So that's where I'm at. Oh, look, I've got shadows and all kinds of stuff here. Pam, yes, you are a good girl. You are a good girl, Pam. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate your love and concern, and thanks for being there. I'm going to check in tomorrow because I feel like I've rattled on and on long enough. But please, by all means, if nothing else, today's October 4th, and I meant to do this on Monday. And again, with everything going on, I didn't. I fell asleep. I had a good nap today. I mean, today's nap was superb. It was the best sleep I've had in 2 weeks. So if I don't answer you guys right away, please know that I'm not ignoring you. For those of you who are our clients or I'm going to read for, I love you guys. Thank you for being there. And yeah, mammograms. Get your mammograms. There's enough time to go. And if you don't have health insurance, you know what? People used to tell me, okay, so I'm a stubborn Italian. And people used to tell me, you know what, they have the free clinics. They give them away free this time of the year. So if you don't have insurance, no excuse. Find a clinic, travel an hour, go 2 hours, get your mammograms, okay? And I'll see you guys tomorrow. But thank you for being there with me. And let's share this journey. And I hope this helps you or someone that you love. Now have a good night, and we'll talk soon, okay? Good night.